Hello, thanks for joining us on TVC News. It's election day in the United States. Thank you for joining us.
If you vote for me, inflation will end.
We need a president who works for all the American people.
The contest is between Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump. The first vote of the day has been cast in the small New Hampshire community of Dixville Notch. We have details of events so far in this report.
It's decision day in the United States of America. Americans are heading to the polls to vote for their next president. Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump each need at least 270 electoral votes to win. The battleground states of Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin are expected to be pivotal to their path to victory. Harris and Trump tied with 3 votes each in the tiny New Hampshire community of Dixville Notch, which opened and closed its poll just after midnight ET in a decades-old tradition. The candidates held their final campaign event in battleground states last night. Kamala Harris ended a 107-day campaign in Pittsburgh and Pennsylvania, calling on voters to exercise their rights.
Because we need everyone to vote Pennsylvania. You will make the difference in this election. So one last time, Pittsburgh, I ask you, are you ready to make your voices heard? Do we believe in freedom? Do we believe in opportunity? Do we believe in the promise of America? And are we ready to fight for it? And when we fight, we win. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. God bless you.
Donald Trump spoke in North Carolina, Michigan, and Pittsburgh, where he ended 3 of his presidential campaigns.
She tried to get stars to come in, and they wouldn't do it, actually. She'd go and get Beyonce. No. Everyone's expecting a couple of songs. And there were no songs. There was no happiness. It's just like, give me my check. I want to get out of here. But you always put the star. She should have learned this from Crooked Hillary. Always put the star after you. That way the people stay. Finish your speech. Let the star, and even if she doesn't sing, they booed like hell, but the press didn't play. They booed both of them the hell out of the stadium. But you know what? Even though the act was terrible, it's like by that time you're out of the building, like Elvis had left the building. Elvis has left the building. Now it's terrible. They obviously forgot to get a star tonight, but we don't need a star.
Talking security, Brigadier General Patrick Ryder says the Department of Defense stands prepared to support state and local authorities on Election Day.
Of note, Secretary Austin approved a request last week from the District of Columbia for D.C. National Guard troops to support the D.C. Fire and Emergency Medical Services from November 5 through 13. For those of you who have covered the defense beat for a while, you know that it is routine practice for the DoD to authorize the D.C. National Guard to support or augment security for large-scale events in the district, and activated guardsmen will remain under the command and control of the D.C. National Guard.
With millions of American citizens headed to the polls, and some others who had voted before Election Day, the question to be answered is, who becomes the next president of the United States of America?